This is F-BF.A.2, standard F-BF.A.2. Company is tracking the number of complaints they received on its website. During the first 4 months, they recorded the following numbers of complaints, which is a possible explicit rule for the number of complaints they received. So remember, explicit looks like this. You're supposed to listen. So the first number in this sequence is 20. The difference is it's going up by 5 continuously. I'm going to distribute the 5 to get 20 plus 5n minus 5. And now when I combine like terms, I have 5n plus 15. 5n plus 15. Correct answer is B as in boy. Find the 16th term in the following sequence. Well, there's a couple ways you can do this. So let me go over what is the quickest way, right? Because that's what we always want to be able to do in a multiple choice test. Quickest way. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to recognize that to go from the first term to the second term, you are going down by 7. So just watch. Type in -6, subtract 7, and press enter once. You are on term 2, right? Subtract 7 one more time. Once you do it twice on your calculator, it recognizes the pattern. But now you have to be able to count. So this is your third one. We're going to count it loud. I want to go up to 16. So this is third, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. -1, 11 is the answer. Now we could have created an explicit rule and then plugged in 16 and got the same answer. For most students, if this number, the nth number, is not too large, this is a faster method. Find the first 5 terms in the sequence given the following formula. It says n has to be greater than 1. Well, we know the first number is 6. Anything other than 6 we cross out. So what does this say? Because we're taking a recursive formula and making sense of this. So you're going to plug in, this is the first term, you're going to plug in a 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. What is the first number in the sequence? 6. 2 times 6 is 12, and 12 minus 1 is anything that's not 11, we cross out. Let's try the next one. If we plug in a 3, 3 minus 1 is 2. What is the second number in the sequence? 11. 11 times 2 is 22. 22 minus 1 is 21. Correct answer is D. The number of lilies a large nursery can sell each day after April 1st is modeled by the sequence whose general term is as follows, where n is the number of days after. Circle that, that's pretty key. After April 1st. Find the number of lilies that can be sold on April 6th, 7th, and 8th. So, what would April 2nd be, by the way? What would we consider April 2nd? Is that the first day or the second day of this? Talk to your partner. So April 2nd is the first day, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. So this is day 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for day 5, day 6, and day 7. Day 5, 6, and 7. So let's plug in 5 here. Can you guys please take 1,700 minus 75 times 5? 1325. Which one starts with 1325? And the most complicated part for this, remember, is it's after April 1st. So April 2nd is the first day we count, which is really like day 1. Going on to the next one. Write a rule for the nth term of the arithmetic sequence. Nth term. So I'm going to go with the explicit. The first number in the sequence is -10. The difference, how am I going from -10 to -4? Well, I'm adding 6. And let's just make sure this is right. -4 to 2 is adding 6 and adding 6 again. The difference is 6 times the quantity n minus 1. Distribute the 6. Combine like terms. And when you have 6n minus 16, 6n minus 16, which is option B. Recursive rules. Okay, well, let's first make a line here so we can see what this looks like. So if I plug in 1, So let's just do this. If I want to know what's a sub 1. If I plug in 1, 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 and negative 2 is 4. And if I plug in 2, 6 times 2 is 12, and 12 subtract 2 is 10. Let's do one more. Plug in 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 and negative 2 is 16. So let's look at our options here. What is the first number in our sequence if I see 4, 10, and 16? What's the first number? 4. This does not say first number 4. It says first number negative 2. So I have these two as options. Now, remember when you write a recursive, it's the first number in the sequence, and then it's a sub n equals a sub n minus 1 plus the difference. What is the difference from one number to the next? 6. Are we adding or subtracting 6? So we're going to change this to a plus 6. The first number is 4, and we're adding 6. Correct answer is C. Find the function that describes the sequence. Use y to identify each term in the sequence and n to identify the number's position. So again, let's do explicit. What's the first number in the sequence? What's the difference from one number to the next? I'm going to distribute the 1 and combine like terms. 1n plus 15. 1n plus 15. Be careful where the 1 is and the n is. Correct answer is C. Now, this one is very similar to the second problem we did, but we really don't want to be hitting the button on the calculator, enter, 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 and counting 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 100. That's craziness. So let's write an explicit rule. Okay, we have a sub n is equal to, the first number is negative 8. And then to go from one number to the next here, what is the difference? And you can do that by going backwards. So 9 subtract negative 8. 9 subtract negative 8 gives you an answer of, so we're actually adding 17 from one number to the next. That is the difference, the common difference. I'm going to distribute the 17 and combine like terms. 17n and negative 8 and negative 17 is negative 25. Now when we're asked to find the 100th term, you can grab your calculator and substitute 100 in for n and solve. I'm getting an answer of D, but I'd like somebody to check that with me, please. Yes, are you agreeing with me? Is there a backside to this paper?